She and I have been working together a little over 5 years. When I first met her, I was really intimidated because I was coming over from primary care, and she was so patient with me. I shadowed her, I asked 1,000 questions, and she draws pictures with her famous blue pen. She has a blue pen that's like, it's not a ballpoint, it's like a felt tip that she draws all the pictures. And it's kind of a joke because we say, Cathy, they make pictures of anatomy that you can use. No, she'd rather draw her own pictures. So she draws the pictures and she shows me everything that she's doing. It's just been so educational working with her. I've learned so much. She goes in and does the surgery, and then 1 to 2 weeks later, the patients come in for what we call a post-op visit. And universally, it's, oh my gosh, tell Dr. Casey thank you. Oh, gosh, she was so wonderful. Oh God, where's Dr. Casey? Can you please tell her thank you? I wish that she could hear this, because I get all of the accolades for her work. It's like telling the waitress that the chef is really good. So it's just so wonderful to hear that from the patients all the time. I walked into her office once, and a patient had just passed away, and she was writing a condolence card. And I walked into her office and she was writing it. And I asked her a question, and she looked up at me, and tears were just streaming down her face. And every patient means that to her.
I met Cathy because she was a guest at the restaurant that I managed. I had gotten a diagnosis of cancer and she texted and said, I would love to take care of you if you're not comfortable with it, because we're friends. You're certainly welcome to see one of my associates. And I said, well, no, I would love to see you. I wasn't sure if she was the type of doctor that dealt with my kind of cancer. And so I said, I will call your office and make an appointment. And then she texted back, how about today at 3:30, which was unbelievable. And before we left that day, she had me on her schedule for surgery. And when I was talking to the woman that does her scheduling, she said, it'll be on Wednesday, December 8th. And I'm like, well, I know that's her day off. And they said, yes, it is. It was a long surgery, and it was successful. And when you called and asked if I would do this, because I thought for the Angel Foundation, well, we call her our angel. And I just feel like she saved my life. And I will never be able to repay her.
She is really patient-focused, patient-driven, and she wants to be helpful, whether that's providing care, whether that's providing connections to resources, whether it's providing help and connecting with counseling. She really talks a lot about patient care and how that's her priority. It's interesting to watch her and how she interacts with people in her office. That I think she's a role model. Encouraging education, and I know she's had people that have worked for her for the summer that have gone on to medical school. So it's a really nice story, and I think she's very inspiring. So we actually met ballroom dancing, of all things, and so that was how we first met, and then we ended up dating, and as I said, she invited me, to the Angel Foundation Gala, and our first formal date. And she really thought about, well, what is it that I can be doing for Angel Foundation, because I have my surgery schedule, I have my clinic schedule, it makes it really difficult. I don't golf, so I don't go to Camp Angel. So it makes it challenging. She said, you know what, I'm gonna go all in on the gala. And she said, I really enjoy the event, it's a lot of fun, and I'm going to treat it as a recognition event for my staff. But she also did it to connect the staff, the healthcare team, with what Angel's all about. Because you never know when, an interaction is going to happen between a patient and someone in the clinic. And so to know all about Angel Foundation and to make that connection in the clinic, really powerful. But so proud of her, of the great work she does. Fantastic woman. I love her very much.